You've mentioned that you really feel like you've got a lot on your plate at the moment with working on your diet, and now feeling a little bit like you need to be adding in some exercise as well, and feeling a little bit like that seems on overload. Yeah. And so I'm wondering if there's just anything at all that you could add in that wouldn't make you feel on overload, just one small thing that you could add into what you're already doing that would be not too challenging for you, and just as a way of just getting started with something.
I think I'm going to have to think along the music line, you know, and do some, even if it's just some jigging sitting in the chair to the music, anything that gets me moving.
You feel good.
Yeah, it makes me feel good. I think I'll have to use music.
Is that something you've done before?
I used to do, what are those that you do, exercises to dance? I can't even think of the name of it now, but I used to do it. Aerobics, so like an aerobic type thing, but done to music. I used to do that, and that was nice. I enjoyed that because of the dance aspect of it.
And this time you're talking about doing it in a chair?
Yeah, just doing it in a chair, just thinking what I could do.
Is it something you think you actually would do?
Yeah, I think I would if it's done to music. I could soon do it because I love listening to music anyway. So instead of just sitting there reading a book, I could put some music on and get my husband to put some music on and do that.
So you're talking about doing the exercises that the diabetes educator has suggested, but doing it to music?
Doing it to music, yeah.
What difference do you think that was going to make? Well, you seem very confident that that would make a difference.
Yeah, because music makes your heart sing, and it makes you feel better. You know, you got something to do instead of just sitting there doing repetitive exercises. Yeah, I could do them to music. Yeah, I just thought of that. That'll be good.
It sounds like it could work.
I could try that and see if that'll go. Yeah, I can. Because I really, as I said, I really like music and anything to make you something with a bit of a jazz in it.
So when you first started talking about exercise, it felt like you just couldn't see any way that you could do anything or fit anything else in, and nothing really seemed to be worthwhile because it wasn't like how you used to do it.
Yeah.
And yet,
just
at the moment you're talking about, you've come up with an idea that's making you smile, and you sound quite confident that you actually could do something like this.
Yeah.
And it hasn't actually taken much of a change. It's just the same exercises that were recommended, but in a slightly different way to suit you as an individual.
Yeah. Do it to music, and then I should, you know, I feel like I can, do that.
When do you think you might be able to start to do something?
I'll do it as soon as I get home. I will.
No time like the present.
No, that's right.
Is there anything that could get in the way of that?
Only me. So, I mean, I've just got to make sure that I, do put the music on, and every time I put it on, then I'll be thinking, oh, okay, let's do a few exercises.
Do you have an idea of any music in particular that you like to put on?
Oh, I like rock and roll and jive and even country music. I like a lot. So anything that's got a bit of a kick in it. See, I used to like doing line dancing, but see, I can't do that anymore.
But there's other stuff that you can do now.
Yeah.
And so, so you're thinking you might put on something a little bit lively?
Yes.
And what sort of exercises are you thinking you'll do?
Well, I'll have to do what she suggested, like, with the arm exercises and the leg exercises. There's things you can do sitting down, because standing up is, that'll only cause pain, and that won't make me want to keep going.
So you have an idea of the routine you need to do?
Yeah, well, I can just follow what she's given me. She's given me the paper with all the different exercises on it.
So you have everything you need?
So so I can just, I'll put it to music. Never thought of that before, just looking at these things and thinking, she'd say, oh, well, as soon as you get out of bed of a morning, do this, do that, do that. Yeah, okay, I'll get out of bed of a morning like death warmed up. And
that's not a good time for you?
No.
What would be a good time for you?
Oh, probably mid-morning, or just when I start to wake up. Because of the chronic fatigue, I don't start to wake up until mid-morning.
So it's good to choose a time that you're feeling the most lively.
Yeah, where I can feel. But then again, the music itself will liven me up, because I love music, so I could do that. So
you're saying that round about mid-morning, once you've actually woken up, got into your day, that's a good time. And about how often do you reckon that you could actually do that?
No, well, see, she was saying, 2 or 3 times a day, but I don't know if I'd do it that much. Depends how I go when I start.
Yeah.
Maybe
What do you
I'll
think
do
you
it
can
more.
start with? Yeah.
But if I just start once a day and see how that goes, and if I feel up to doing it more, I will. It just depends how I feel. See, the trouble is with all, with everything that I've got wrong with me, it's really hard to make a definite time to do anything. Depends how you feel. But if I put the music on mid-morning, well, that'll sort of, cheer me up anyway.
Yeah. Get you in the right time mood for doing it.
Yeah.
So there are some days that will be harder than others, like you say.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you feel fairly confident by the sound of it that the music itself is actually quite helpful.
The music is. I know it is. Because even if I decide to sit down at the sewing machine and do a bit of sewing, I put the earphones on and put some music on, and it's amazing how much better I feel about myself. And then I can achieve something.
So it's a really helpful strategy. Okay.
I could try that.
So if I asked you again on that scale of 1 to 10 in terms of confidence, how confident would you say you are that you can go home today and get started on that today, just doing some exercises in the chair with music?
Oh, I'd definitely say at least a 7 or 8.
Okay, that's great.
I'm definitely sure that I can. Yeah, I'll try.
That's great. It sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
And is that something that you'd like to review with me? Is that something that we can review and see how you went with it?
Yeah, well, you can always ask me to see what I've done.
Yeah.
Knowing
I'd
me.
be really interested to see
Yeah.
how you go, and I feel confident that you'd be able to do it.
And what I can achieve. I'll just see what exercises that she's got on the sheets of paper she's given me, and then see how I can incorporate them in with music sitting down. Because I'd never really thought of it. See, it wasn't until the diabetes educator said to me that, look, no matter, even if you're moving your arms and legs, at least it's something.
Everything counts.
Yeah.
And every kind of exercise or activity is very valuable.
Yeah, and see, I never thought of it that way, see.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't able to get up and go for a walk or whatever, I just felt it was, well, why waste your time?
And yet it seems actually very worthwhile.
Yeah, I'm going to try it anyway and see how it goes. If it maybe it'll help the heart, and hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Okay.